Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa, and whether you're new or returning, I'm glad that you're here. Welcome to Virgo's rest of the month of March's reading for 2022. You can have Virgo anywhere in your chart, and of course, cross-watchers are always welcome. Please keep in mind that this is a general public reading, so some, none, or all of it may apply to your situation, so please just take what resonates and leave the rest. Also keep in mind that time is fluid and not linear, which means that for each individual person watching, that means this could have already happened, this could be happening right now, or this could happen in the future. And also keep in mind that everyone has free will to change the outcome of any reading at any time for any reason. So, hope y'all are doing well, Virgos. I am a little tired, but I'm making it. So, I already said my prayers and pre-shuffled off camera. So, we're just going to go ahead and get started. Holy Spirit, what does Virgo and their cross-watchers need to know for the rest of the month of March of 2022? Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone has not invested wisely into a situation. Someone doesn't have patience to wait for the harvest. Someone needs to review their progress and make plans for their next endeavor here. What's the Seven of Pentacles in reverse about? The King of Pentacles in the reverse. So this King of Pentacles is the one that made a bad investment. Their plans are not working out very well. The King of Pentacles does not have financial and professional success, or they're not using their resources wisely. So either this King of Pentacles has lost their job, or something that they've invested in didn't work out for them. Let's find out what this is. What's the Seven of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles about? Six of Swords reverse. Someone doesn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Someone can't breathe a sigh of relief to make new plans. Someone's returning somewhere because the Six of Swords is returning. Someone's returning to forced isolation here with the Virgo card in the reverse. Someone is not experiencing any joy because they're not spiritually growing. Someone needs to be a light to others. Answers come through quiet meditation, but someone's not able to meditate here. We've got the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck and the Four of Wands in the reverse at the top of the deck. Someone is holding on to an someone is holding on to a home environment that is not unconditionally loving, not safe, not stable, not secure, and not peaceful. But someone's still hanging on to it all the same. They don't want to let it go here with this Four of Pentacles. There's someone who is overgiving to an unhappy home situation. Yeah, this is definitely a relationship. At the bottom of the deck again is the World, successful completion of cycles with the Lovers in the reverse. So there's no love here. That's already been established. But it looks like someone might be married to someone that they're not in love with. Because we got the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Four of Wands in reverse. So someone the King of Pentacles can be a husband, but this Four of Wands, this is definitely someone that someone lives with here. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Seven of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Swords. So we've got the King of Swords in the upright that knows that they made a bad investment with this marriage here. This King of Swords could very well have Aquarius in their chart, because this King of Swords is card 11, 11th house of Aquarius. This person has goals, wishes, dreams, aspirations, faith, hope, healing, humanitarianism. This is someone who has accomplished a lot in their life. This is someone who is very fair, balanced, and honest here. This King of Swords has victory. They're granted victory and protection from lightning here. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So someone with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, I'm hearing Taurus heavily, and Aries, I'm sorry, not Aries, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and I'm picking up heavy on the Aquarius energy. That's the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles reversed. This King of Swords is showing up as the Sun in the reverse. They're not happy. They're not happy with the fact that they made an unwise investment in this marriage. And this King of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Swords, like, King of Pentacles, they both know that they lost money, time, and energy and emotions in this marriage. And this King of Pentacles in the reverse and this King of Swords is the same person for many of y'all. But it could be two different people. But for most of y'all, this is the same person. It's like they know exactly where they fucked up. And they know exactly why they're not happy here. Some of these people could have Leo in their chart, but if they don't, they're missing a Leo. This King of Swords is very unhappy with the fact that they have not invested wisely. They've had patience to wait for the harvest, and nothing has harvested for them. They've reviewed their progress, and their progress is that they're unhappy. In this deck, the Sun is card 64. It breaks down to a 10. It's the 10th house of Capricorn. This King of Swords is very unhappy because they were loyal and they were dedicated to doing the hard work in a situation, in a marriage situation, and this marriage wasn't restored. The life of the feelings between the two people weren't restored within this marriage. And this King of Swords doesn't feel like they're protected from their adversaries here. Please clarify the King of Pentacles. Yeah, the King of Pentacles in reverse is clarified by the King of Pentacles in the upright. Someone who is a provider, someone who is obedient. This is a family man. They're very much focused on the relationships here. But this King of Pentacles, they either have Capricorn in their chart, or they're dealing with a Capricorn or both. But this King of Pentacles has been seduced, and they have fell. They were either seduced by the dark side within themselves, or they were seduced by a karmic energy that they were married to, because a lot of these masculine energies, they're married to someone who is a black magic practitioner, who casts all kinds of negative energy work on this King of Pentacles so they could keep their money. Control them through marriage. The Devil is Capricorn energy. The Devil is codependency. It's toxicity. It's controlling. It's oppressive. It's addictions. Addictions of any kind. Addictions to money, power, shopping, sex, lust, drugs, alcohol, food, you name it. But we got this Capricorn energy being the Page of Swords in reverse here. So this Capricorn, they're watching, stalking, spying, and observing perhaps a Gemini or a sibling or a friend. And there's no communication there because this person is trapped in a marriage here. Period. Trapped, bound, chained to this marriage. That's how they feel. That's how this karmic energy is making them feel. But this King of Pentacles is very aware that they're unhappy, and the investments that they've made, they've not invested them wisely. They've lost a lot of time and money and energy within this marriage here. I'm getting that this masculine energy shows, this karmic energy, lots of divine forgiveness to obtain friendship and favors of the great, and secures promises big or small. The Hierophant in this card is card number 9, which is the House of Sagittarius. Higher learning, spirituality, religion, expansion, long distance travel, philosophy, and psychology. This King of Pentacles' belief system that since they're married, they're bound to this marriage. They're chained to it. But it is a false belief system. They're only bound and chained to it if you believe you are. But if you know that you're unhappy in this situation, and that you've put so much more into it than someone else, and I'm seeing that here very clearly with this Four of Pentacles. When you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change. Extremes in how you save or spend money. So it's like there's one person over giving to a situation, which is this masculine energy, and there is another person who is very greedy and selfish, and they just take. And that is another energy. So very strong on the Taurus, like I said, but also strong on Capricorn. Please clarify the Six of Swords reversed. What's this King of Pentacles reversed wanting to return to? They want to return to a Leo, or this King of Pentacles in reverse wants to return to their confidence, their inner strength, their courage, their confidence, their power. This King of Pentacles in reverse wants a return to loyalty. They want delivery from those who seek to oppress them, to bring them victory here. We got 2 cards of victory. The King of Swords and the Strength card. The Strength in this deck is card 16. It breaks down to a 7. It's the House of Libra and partnerships. Any partnership, but these are very, very close personal relationships I'm talking about. A marriage and otherwise. Like this King of Pentacles wants loyalty within their marriage. And this other person that they're with only seeks to oppress them, chain, control them, and enslave them. Please clarify the 6 of Swords reversed. Someone's looking for the courage to return to a Leo. Or looking for that courageous strength within themselves. Or both. 6 of Swords reversed. What's this King of Pentacles want to return to? But it's like they want to return to a Leo, but we got the 10 of Wands here. We've got the King of Wands reversed. And we've got the 2 of Wands reversed. So it's like they're feeling burdened and weighed down and humiliated because the King of Wands in reverse is someone who is unable to make a choice here. The King of Wands in reverse is someone who has no confidence. They don't know what they want. They're in their pride and ego, and they've made a wrong decision in their life with the 2 of Wands in reverse. They made a bad decision. It took away their self-value, self-worth, some of their money or their income or their possessions or how they feel about their body. It affected them very negatively in their 2nd house, as well as the 5th house of romance, children, pets, creativity, matters of the heart, and risk-taking. So we are seeing a King of Wands here that they're in their pride and ego. They feel like they're too burdened to take a risk for romance because they just don't have their self-value, self-worth, or money or possessions here. That's why they've lost their confidence here. They're seeking their strength and their confidence. Please clarify the Hermit reverse. Ace of Cups with the 9 of Pentacles. Brand new beginning in love with someone who is single, independent, self-made. Someone who is submitted to higher order, someone who identifies traitors and destroys their plans. It's about the 9th house of Sagittarius, higher learning, spirituality, romance. Spirituality, religions, long distance travel, expansion, philosophy, and psychology. And angel number 33 breaks down to a 6. 6th house of Virgo. What you do every day, your reputation, and how you feel about your body. There is someone here who has gotten themselves healthy on their own, and their physical bodies and their reputation. They did it themselves. And it could be a Virgo here. There is a Virgo that is spiritually growing, but they're not feeling the joy. They've lost their light. This Virgo really needs to meditate. They need to rejuvenate themselves so they can obtain the mercy of God and live a long life. In this deck, the Ace of Cups is card 54. It's another 9. There's a lot of emphasis on praying and meditating and going to counseling to revive that unconditional love within oneself. Please clarify the Hermit in reverse. The World. Wrapping up successful completions of cycles. And this Virgo has successfully wrapped up this a cycle of holding on to being out of balance, ungrounded. Because we got the Four of Pentacles with the Two of Pentacles. So this Virgo is coming out of holding on to mental and emotional instability. Coming out of like living a double life. Someone who has wrapped up mental illness. Someone who used to be oppressed by chaos and conflict and impatience is no longer oppressed by that. And we have a 56 and a 65, two mirroring angel numbers. The 65 is in the upright, and the 56 is the one that's in the reverse. So the link for the angel numbers index will be in the description box below, as it always is. But this Virgo has really done a lot of work on themselves to become grounded and balanced and come out of mental and emotional instability that they used to hold on to, and they cling to it. And that's what they focused on every day, was this instability within themselves. And it was oppressing this Virgo for a long time, but this Virgo released it. They liberated themselves from the oppression of being double-minded. Virgo's in an energy of self-atonement, curing mental illness, deliverance from persecution. (65) and 56 breaks down to an 11, so Aquarius is very significant here too. This Virgo has achieved a lot in their lives, but this Virgo really needs to find their joy again through their spiritual growth. They need to be meditating and shine your light some more. Because it's like you've been alone for so long that you're just kind of lonely here. Because the Hermit in reverse is someone who was lonely, someone who was isolated against their will, someone who was very sad and unhappy about this isolation here. And it does mean no communication. The Four of Wands in reverse gets the Knight of Swords in the reverse. No one's taking action in this home situation that is unfair, unstable, unbalanced, ungrounded, unsafe, not peaceful, and not loving. There's no action being taken. In this deck, the Knight of Swords is card 59. Breaks down to a 14, breaks down to a 5. It's the 5th house of Leo. Romance, children, pets, creativity, matters of the heart, and risk-taking in the reverse. Seven of Wands in reverse. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Someone's having a hard time liberating themselves from a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse is someone who is not in their integrity. They lie. The Queen of Swords in reverse is someone who is very mentally manipulative. They manipulate everyone within this unstable and unloving home environment. And this Queen of Swords in the reverse is keeping this King of Swords trapped within this home here. What is the reason? Holy Spirit, what is the reason? Eight of Wands reversed. Eight of Wands reversed tells me that this Queen of Swords in reverse is absolutely doing everything that they can do, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and legally, to keep this King of Swords stuck and trapped in their own home, being very unhappy, unfulfilled, in a very unloving and unsafe home environment here. Eight of Wands in reverse is things not happening. Things are stuck, blocked. This is chaos magic of keeping someone a prisoner in their home. Lack of communication as well. Eight of Wands in reverse. No communication. In this deck, the Eight of Wands is card 49, breaks down to a 13, which breaks down to another 4 in the reverse. This karmic feminine refuses to transform themselves, so therefore they're refusing to transform the situation, and the situation is very bleak. It's not unconditionally loving, it's not stable, it's not solid, it's not dependable, and it's not a peaceful and loving home environment at all. At the top of the deck we have the Tower. So there's only going to be another Tower that comes out of this, because you cannot keep people stuck and trapped in marriages that they don't want to be in. You know what that is? That is spiritual manipulation. Nobody owns anyone else. Period. You cannot keep someone a prisoner in their own home if they don't want to be stuck and trapped there. Obviously, they don't want to be. They're not very happy about it, and they know that they've not gotten good. They're not happy about it, and they've not received any of what they have invested into this marriage here. So this person isn't stupid, right? This masculine isn't stupid. They see the situation for what it clearly is. There's going to be another disruption. There is another disaster coming. And it's to help in the transformation of this marriage, to transform it. Because the universe has been calling for these karmic marriages to end. Now, these masculines are like pussies because they're staying in these marriages and they're unhappy in them, or feeling the burden of making the poor choices that they've made. And they're feeling the burden of investing so much in these karmic marriages and not getting anything back but unhappiness, misery, grief, pain, burdens, complaints, bad choices. But we have the Four of Pentacles here twice. So both the masculine and the karmic feminine, they're both hanging on to this shit. Or it's the karmic feminine and this other person here that is Virgo, where they're supposed to be a brand new beginning in love. So this could be a complete other third-party person here that this masculine is definitely interested in. But this brand new beginning in love with this Virgo, they're having to find their joy again through their spiritual growth by themselves, on their own, with no communication. And there is some mirroring energy here. While this Virgo is overgiving to situations within themselves to keep them ungrounded and unbalanced and double-minded and living a life that they don't want to live here. This masculine here is overgiving to a karmic feminine energy where nothing pleases them. The only thing this karmic feminine energy wants from this masculine is to keep them stuck, trapped, and blocked from moving on to this new love here. Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Cups in the reverse. That's the releasing of guilt, shame, remorse, sadness, regret. Within a relationship here. And then we have the Six of Swords in the reverse again. What's the Six of Swords in the reverse about? Six of Wands. So if someone wants to return to victory, success, and public recognition here. In this deck, the Six of Swords is card 63. It breaks down to a 9. It's the 9th house of Sagittarius. Higher learning, religion, spirituality, long-distance travel, expansion, philosophy, and psychology. And we have the Six of Wands here. Card 28 breaks down to a 10. It's the 10th house of Capricorn. Loyalty, commitment, and dedication to doing the hard work. What's the Six of Swords and the Six of Wands about? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Ten of Swords. So this karmic feminine energy is holding on to their pride and ego here. They want victory, they want success, they want public recognition. And they keep returning to wanting all of that attention here just for the purposes of Ten of Swords. To betray. So this karmic feminine doesn't give two shits about the fact that they're a taker, they're greedy, and they're selfish. They're more than comfortable in that energy. And that's the energy that they want to stay in. They like getting all this attention. This karmic feminine energy, all they know how to do is betray others. Please clarify the Ten of Swords. Yep, within a lover's situation, the Lover's in the reverse. With the Three of Cups in the reverse. With the Justice in the reverse. So this karmic feminine energy, they have definitely betrayed this marriage over and over and over again with multiple third-party situations. This Three of Cups in the reverse. This is someone who likes getting all of that attention. They like putting themselves out there. They like having sex with multiple random people. And they like being unfair and unbalanced and unjust here. They like the fact that they have all this power in this marriage to have sex with whoever they feel like having sex with, while this masculine energy isn't given these same freedoms. There is no joy and pleasure within this marriage at all. There is no peace between these two couples, or between this couple here, and it's headed for divorce. Justice is in the reverse. The Lovers is in the reverse. The Sun is in the reverse. It's a huge burden. The Ten of Wands. There's a Tower here. The universe wants these karmic marriages to be dissolved. You're not building anything but misery here. Yeah. There's a lot going on here. And there's a lot of drinking, there's a lot of drugs, there's a lot of sex, there's a lot of unfair behaviors, because it seems like only one person is allowed to have all this random meaningless sex, and this other person's just expected to be their lapdog, trapped in the house, trapped in the marriage, trapped financially giving to this marriage here. There's so much of an emphasis on this husband's money. It's ridiculous. But those are karmic energies for you. They're overly focused on other people's money. They use people for sex, money, and power. That's exactly what's going on here. And keeping this masculine imprisoned. Please clarify the King of Swords and the Sun reversed. Holy Spirit, please clarify the King of Swords and the Sun reversed. All right, so the King of Swords is showing up as the Star in reverse, Aquarius. They're not feeling very hopeful about healing. This Aquarius is in this Nine of Wands energy. They're very annoyed. They're very unhappy about the fact that they've overinvested in this situation, and they're still balancing it. There's this Aquarius is living a double life that they're annoyed by living. They hate it. But they're still balancing it out here. But We also have the Six of Wands reversed with the King of Swords and the upright. Even though this Aquarius, like, even though they know that they're not winning in this situation, that they're not getting any public recognition. This King of Swords might not be getting any kind of attention here. He might be feeling very alienated here with the Six of Wands in the reverse. But this Aquarius knows that this marriage is scandalous and it's a public humiliation, and they're just trying to balance everything out, and are very annoyed and irritated about that with this Nine of Wands here. It's like they're holding on to a false mask, living a double life, being double-minded. They're showing the world that they're fine when they're not. They've lost all hope and faith within themselves here. This is someone who is very, very unhappy on the inside. Six of Wands in reverse could be talking about pride. Like this King of Swords, this Aquarius, they very well could have been very prideful about something, and they were in their pride, ego, and fear, and the grass just isn't greener where they've made their investments here. Yep, the Moon in reverse. They're dealing with a Cancerian here. The Moon in reverse is the subconscious coming to the surface. Fears, secrets, lies, illusions. This King of Swords sees all the illusions that this karmic feminine has placed them under. They know that there is no victory and no success and no public recognition by staying with this karmic feminine and Cancerian here. Please clarify the Devil and the Hierophant and the King of Pentacles. Got the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands reversed. So this karmic feminine is actively doing spell work to keep this King of Pentacles unhappy, because this karmic feminine energy is blocking this Ten of Cups energy for this Aquarian King of Pentacles here. Yeah. This karmic feminine is definitely doing negative spell work to keep this King of Pentacles blocked from happiness. This King of Pentacles wants happiness within their home and family, and it's being blocked from them, because this karmic feminine energy is just a huge block. Eight of Wands in reverse is no communication, no back and forth communication of any kind, and no forward movement. Nothing's happening here. The Devil and the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. This karmic feminine energy does not want this King of Pentacles investing, starting, doing, or learning anything new. What's this Page of Pentacles in the reverse about? This could be this King of Pentacles child as well. We got the Lovers here. Yeah. This karmic feminine energy does not want this King of Pentacles to try a new love connection here. Because this karmic feminine energy is the Queen of Cups in the reverse. They have Cancer in their chart. They're very unloving. They're very manipulative. They're emotionally manipulative. They're very immature. This is someone who is very needy, clingy, and codependent. And they turn on the tears every time something doesn't go their way. Queen of Cups in reverse is someone who is an unnurturing and unloving mother and spouse here. No emotions. This is someone who just manipulates emotions, but they're very closed off from their heart center here. At the top of the deck is the Page of Wands in the reverse. So it's like, it's bad news for this karmic feminine energy to have this masculine move on into this other connection here. So they're keeping this divine masculine blocked, trapped, and stuck, and not in communication with this other person that they want to be in communication with. We have the Lovers here twice, I believe. Do we? No, it's just once. No, we have it twice, but one's in the reverse and one's in the upright. So the existing marriage is the Lovers in reverse. It is a broken spiritual and a very unhappy connection, while there is a happy and very spiritual connection here that this karmic feminine does not want this King of Pentacles to get started with. And it is very clear here that this karmic feminine is just very much against this King of Pentacles doing anything new with a new connection, and to keep this masculine here blocked from happiness. Please clarify the Strength, the Ten of Wands, the King of Wands reversed, and the Two of Wands reversed. The Sun. Leo energy. Leo is very significant in this reading. Please clarify the Sun. Because we have the Sun and the Strength. Someone that it's clarifying the Six of Swords here. So the Six of, it's like the Sun. This masculine wants to return to a Leo here, but it's a heavy burden on them because they've made the wrong choice here. Yeah. We got the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So that means there's a delay. There needs to be an epiphany here. To do what? Knight of Swords. Eight of Swords reversed. To take action to free themselves. There's a delay on time here. Because this masculine needs the illumination and the epiphany that they have all the power within them to take action. Knight of Swords. Swift action. To releasing themselves from this karmic marriage and household here. Eight of Swords in the reverse. This is like freeing themselves. Physically and mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and legally. But they know it'll cause this Ten of Swords here and a huge Tower here with Scorpio energy. The Tower is sudden, shocking, surprising upheaval. And it's with this Ten of Swords here, which is betrayal. So this masculine is definitely aware that them taking action to liberate themselves, for them to be free, is going to be seen as a sudden, shocking act of betrayal. But that's only because this karmic feminine doesn't know how to let go. They don't know how to let go so bad that they're resorting to spell work. They're doing negative energy spell work upon this King of Pentacles to keep him providing for her, to keep the household going. Please clarify the Hermit reversed, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the World, the Four of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles reversed. We got the Five of Wands in the reverse. Five of Wands in reverse is, it's coming out of the energy of chaos, conflict, competition, jealousy, and drama and fighting. Well, if there's no communication, there's definitely no chaos, conflict, competition, jealousy, and drama and fighting going on. So that's a little bit obvious. We've got the Five of Cups and the King of Pentacles in the reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse came out twice. It's like they're stuck and they feel like they're very stuck and unhappy, and they're very guiltful and remorseful and regretful that they're stuck in this marriage. But you're only as stuck as you think you are. No one is actually ever stuck. It's just a state of mind. Yeah, you may have invested your money, your time, your energy, and your emotions into the wrong person. But what have you gained from it? You got to think about that. Yeah, you might have lost a lot dealing with this person, but what you've gained is clarity, that you see the forest for the trees. That's what you've gained. So you don't have to be stuck on this very low vibrational energy because you know you invested in the wrong person. You had a family with a very greedy and abusive and oppressive and controlling energy. Why is the King of Pentacles in the reverse and sad? When it comes to this Virgo and this brand new beginning in love with this Virgo here. The World, they still need to wrap up karmic cycles here. Please clarify the World. Queen of Wands reverse. This is that karmic feminine energy that they still need to wrap up, which is getting this divorce from this prostitute. This very promiscuous and very angry and vindictive and very impulsive karmic feminine energy here. And it's like all you need to do is do what you have to do to get this divorce here. Instead of focusing on what you've lost, why don't you focus on what you have? And if you don't have anything within this marriage other than these children, what is there to keep? right? So the way I see it, this masculine has a choice between a Queen of Wands reverse and a Queen of Pentacles in the upright. They have a difference. They have a choice between a hoe and a housewife. And they married the hoe. And they really want to be with this person who is the housewife here, and they're very sad that they're not with them because they married the hoe. Well, marriage is not a death sentence. There is a such thing as divorce. There is a such thing as getting custody of your children, because this karmic feminine definitely is an unfit mother. But as long as y'all masculines sit in this low vibrational energy of defeat and continuing to stay controlled and oppressed and oppressed by this karmic feminine energy, there's really nothing that can be accomplished. You have to take action. You have to do something about it. Instead of wishing your way out of a paper bag, something has to be done. And until something is done, guess what you're doing? You're defending and protecting someone who is abusive, manipulative, and neglectful. That comes with karmic repercussions. The longer you stay silent on this karmic's abuse, the more it happens. And they'll do anything. These karmics are desperate, they're dark, and they're dangerous. They will do and say anything to keep this situation from changing. It's like this karmic feminine energy knows, and they have known for a very long time, that these divine masculines, they want out. They want to be with someone else. They're in love with someone else, and they know that. That's why they're doing all this spell work. And it's really all about money and power and sex. It's a real shame here that people really believe that because they marry someone and they have children with someone, that they're stuck. That they have to put up with this bullshit. It is something, it was programming that you were taught for you to never stand up for yourself. To never take your life into your own control and power when it is clearly in your control and power to do. Because when someone abuses you, neglects you, hurts you, or manipulates you, you should be standing up for yourself and not allowing these fuckers to do this to you, no matter who they are. I don't care if they're your child, or if they're your wife, or they're your husband, or your mom, or your dad, or whoever the fuck. It doesn't matter how close these people are to you. They cannot treat you like this. And when you allow yourself to be mistreated by someone who is close to you, whoever that is, you're giving away your power. You're putting yourself in seclusion. You are allowing someone else to keep you trapped in an unhappy home as a prisoner. but you are allowing it because you are helpless. You are not doing anything about it. You're not saying anything about it. You're not taking action about it, or you're not taking enough actions. There is definitely not enough being done. This karmic marriage needs to be completely dissolved. It's like it's operating at like 10 or 25%, the bare minimum, just to keep a household functioning, afloat. There is a better life for these masculines, and they know it, but they don't have the confidence or the courage to take action, to say anything, to free themselves. Because these masculines don't want to be seen as the asshole here. They don't want to be seen as the one who did the betraying, when it is their karmic wife that have done all the betraying first. But these masculines, they don't want to be looked at in that light by others. And really, that's just a problem within the masculine that they need to resolve. They need to stop being a people pleaser. They need to stop worrying about what other people think, because most of these people that would think this, they have something to lose by this masculine walking away from this karmic marriage. And they wouldn't be benefiting anymore here. So just keep that in mind, that all you masculines out there who have these secret thoughts, feelings, and desires about wanting to go elsewhere, to be in another connection, and you are suppressing your emotions, and you are controlling your emotions by keeping yourselves isolated and away from this other person because you're afraid that others will see you very poorly for walking away from a marriage to go and be with someone else. That is an unhealed wound within you that you definitely need to have resolved. Because we as humans, we should all be free to do and say and be with whoever we want to be with. This masculine is allowing the people that are around them to shape them in a life that they don't even want to be in. But they're too busy pleasing others, too busy hiding their emotions and what they want, to please other people, to keep other people appeased, to keep giving to situations that they don't need to be giving to. They're talking to everyone that they don't want to talk to, and the person that they want to talk to, there's no communication with. So it's like this masculine is living a double life. They're wearing a false mask. They're playing a part every day. When are you going to get tired of it? When are you going to do what you want to do, masculines? What are you going to do what you feel passionate about? When are you going to turn your backs on assholes who judge you every day? But when are you going to make your own choices? And let these fuckers judge you anyway, because that's all they've been doing and that's all they will continue to do, because they're mooching off of you. They get something from you. That's why they're yeah, we got the High Priestess and the Page of Swords in reverse. High Priestess is a psychic, a tarot reader, someone who is very close to the divine, You're a spiritual practitioner. Page of Swords is in the reverse. So I'm getting that this Virgo is a high priestess here. And they're showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. This Hermit. I'm getting that the High Priestess, the Karmic Feminine, and this Divine Masculine, they're all watching, stalking, and spying and observing each other. Through tarot, through platforms, through social media. Everybody's keeping up with each other. Which is a secret. High Priestess keeps secrets. The secret is everyone is spying on each other through tarot readings, platforms, and social media here. Everybody's keeping up with one another. Please clarify the High Priestess and the Page of Swords reversed. Seven of Cups. It's causing confusion. For who? Nine of Pentacles. So it's causing confusion for this Virgo that the Karmic, the Divine Masculine, and this Divine Feminine here, they're all watching each other, and it's causing confusion for the Virgo here. The Nine of Pentacles energy. The one that is independent, stable, and solid on their own. Not codependent. They don't need anybody for anything. They're good. But there is a lot of confusion coming out of this observing energy with no communication. Yeah, it's definitely the Virgo. At the bottom of the deck is the Hermit in reverse again. And at the top of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. So this Virgo has a platform. They have Virgo, they have Pisces in their chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Heavy on the Taurus. Heavy on the Virgo, heavy on the Pisces. They have their own tarot platform with this High Priestess and the Three of Pentacles. That is what they do for work. But they're very lonely. They spend a lot of time by themselves working. Please clarify the Four of Wands reversed. The King and the Queen of Wands, both in the reverse, and the Tower. Temperance in the reverse. Sagittarius energy in the reverse. There's no patience within this marriage. I think did we get that before? No. It's the King and Queen of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Tower in reverse. Knight of Swords in the reverse. So there's a lack of patience within this home. This home is very chaotic, ungrounded, unstable, unloving, and very not peaceful because this karmic feminine energy does not know how to bring balance to their thoughts or emotions at all. What's this Tower about within someone's home here? Within these karmic homes, what is this Tower? So, as I said, this Virgo with Pisces in their chart, they are the Empress here. They are the divine feminine. What we have with the Tower is the King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Specifically Sagittarius, the Wheel of Fortune. And they could have Sagittarius anywhere in their chart. Doesn't mean it's sun, moon, or rising. They could have it anywhere. But a shift is happening. This Tower is occurring. So this King of Wands can have a happy home that is very peaceful, loving, stable, solid. With this Empress here. So things are very chaotic and there's a lack of patience here with this King of Wands within their home situation. But as long as this King of Wands does what they need to do, the Wheel of Fortune can turn in this Sagittarius's favor so that they can have an unconditionally loving, peaceful, safe, solid, stable, and peaceful home with this Empress. Someone who's very loving, kind, hardworking, spiritual. They're a high priestess. They're a business owner with this Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. They take care of themselves financially. They're very independent. They're very attractive. They're very intelligent. They're a hardworking go-getter. They're someone who takes care of their home and family. And their priorities here. Please clarify the Four of Pentacles and all this other mess. Well, we got the Four of Pentacles again. We got the Hierophant and the Four of Pentacles. Who's holding on to this marriage? Judgment. So anyone holding on to this marriage will be in judgment from the universe and from the divine. Taurus, Aquarius, Libra. Who is under judgment for holding on to this marriage? The Devil, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Cups reversed. This Karmic Feminine is the one that is under judgment here. Because this Karmic Feminine is the one that has Capricorn in their chart. They are toxic. They are codependent. They're clingy. They're needy. They're oppressive. They have addictions. They're very controlling. We have the Devil out here twice. But they definitely keep this masculine chained to them through burdens and responsibilities. And we also have the Nine of Cups here in reverse. Someone who is extremely low vibrational. Someone who is greedy, who is selfish, who you can't please them no matter what you do. This is the Nine of Cups in the reverse energy. You cannot please anybody in that energy. It doesn't matter what you do. They're unpleasable. So if you think that you're doing something that's going to please them, nothing is ever going to satisfy this person because they are toxic. And they're being judged by God himself, the universe, and the divine for keeping this masculine chained to them through their actions, through their manipulations, through their lies. Making this masculine extremely unhappy in their lives, making them fearful and afraid. Something's going to happen. The universe is creating this massive shift here. And these karmic marriages are going to be over and obliterated. Let me tell you something. Let me take a drink before I say this. People think we have all this power and control over our own lives. We don't have shit. The only thing we have power and control over is ourselves. If we don't have power and control over ourselves, then we are like a leaf blowing and flapping in the wind. Helpless. Some of us think that we're helpless when we're not. Some of us think that we're stuck and bound to situations that we really aren't stuck and bound to. Listen, these lives that we live are an illusion. They give you the illusion that you have power and control over everything. Well, you don't have power and control over a whole lot of anything, to be honest with you. The only thing that you have power and control over is your actions, your behaviors, your words. Period. You can't control what anybody else does or says. You can't control other things happening around you that affect you negatively. You can't control people into staying with you when they don't want to stay. You can't control people into doing anything that they don't want to do. Now, there are people who cross these lines. This karmic feminine crosses these lines every day. Now, this karmic feminine is someone who is used to getting their way, used to getting what they want, and they're very skilled and masterful at getting everything that they want because they have always went about it through manipulation, lies, theft, deception, flattery. So, with that being said, this karmic feminine, bottom line, has been practicing black magic witchcraft for a long time. At least a decade. They're very good at what they do. And they're very negative. They're very controlling. They're very empowering. They're very oppressive. They're like a warden, keeping control over everyone in their household. Because it's like, this is the warden, right? The devil keeps everyone bound and chained and trapped to them. Someone with devil energies. How do you do that? Well, you treat people like shit, and then you keep substances flowing that keep everyone falling back to the substances. So, for example, these karmics, they like to do a lot of drinking, right? They drink, they do drugs, whatever. Let's just wrap it up all into one. Drinking and drugs. They do it all. Some, none are, I mean, it's not going to be none, but some are all. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're not going to get specific. But we're just going to talk about substances here. This karmic definitely has issues with substance abuse. And they keep this masculine energy controlled with the same substances that they're addicted to. The masculine stays in line because they're continuing to indulge in the substances. All right? You hear me? The substances are keeping you confused, helpless, not thinking clearly, not seeing things from a rational point of view. And the substances keep you looking at everything from the perspective of fear. What am I going to lose? What's going to be different? How much money am I going to lose whenever we divide all these assets up? Etc., etc. So, it doesn't matter what you lose as much as what you gain. You can't gain anything by staying in these karmic marriages. The only thing that you can gain is wisdom, knowledge, and clarity. Anything else that you gain in a karmic marriage, it has to be gained after you leave it. Everything else comes unto you when you leave these trapped marriages that keep you chained, keep you imprisoned, keep you oppressed and enslaved to this person. When you completely break free of these people and you stand in your own independence, not using them or needing them for anything, you are then breaking the power that they have over you. They want to keep you needing them for something. They want you to keep on needing them. And they want to keep needing you. It's a vicious cycle. This needing shit is very codependent. And it really keeps people stuck and blocked in these unhappy relationships because someone needs money, someone doesn't want to lose all their money. But really, the longer you stay in this karmic marriage, this karmic feminine is going to drain the fuck out of your money. It's cheaper to get rid of her than to keep her. And I know that most people say that backwards, that it's cheaper to keep her than get rid of her. But in these cases, these karmic feminines are, they're like, they're very aggressive. All right? Extremely aggressive. They want the money, they want the power, and they want the control. Take all that away from them, what do they have? They have nothing. You'll see these karmics' true colors whenever you tell them no, that you're not giving them money, that you're going to get yourself something instead of giving them money for something that they want. You'd be like, no, instead of this cheap old flip phone that I have, or smartphone or something, or I'm picturing someone that has like a cheap little phone. It's not a smartphone. It's not really a flip phone either. It's just like a little miniature phone. And it's like this person settles for so little while their karmic wife gets all the benefits. And they're a shitty person to boot. It's like they trample all over the rights of others to get their financial stability and comfort met. Wow. These masculines, they're not living a comfortable life because they're bending over backwards making the life comfortable for their karmic feminines. These masculines are putting themselves in positions of weakness by the things that they're doing. Like, for example, for accepting a phone that doesn't have all the bells and whistles that most phones have, because this karmic doesn't want them on the internet when they're not home. This karmic monitors this person and what they do and their communications and all of that. Other ways that you can put yourself in a position of weakness that these masculines are doing is they're getting dropped off at work and they're getting picked up. So that means these karmic feminines, they're able to do whatever it is that they want to do the whole time these masculines are at work. And trust me, they do a lot of bullshit behind the scenes, and a lot of lying, theft, deception, and trickery, and a lot of witchcraft. Like, if these karmic feminines could put as much time and effort into their careers as they do with their witchcraft, they would be in a much better position that they're in. But no. They continue to take other people's money, not earn any of it. And they continue to mess with people's free will and emotions so they can just keep getting handed that coin. They don't care if these masculines are happy. These karmic feminines, all they want is their money. They want to be stable. They want to be comfortable in their homes. They know if these masculines left them, that they would be asked out, they would be homeless, they would be in poverty and grief-stricken. So that's why they're blocking happiness and love for these masculines, keeping them trapped and small in these karmic marriages that they don't even want to be in. Marriages that are cold. They're loveless. They're just nothing but marriages of responsibility. And they're very superficial. There is a lot of emotional neglect going on in these homes because they're both emotionally neglecting each other. They're both wanting other people, and they're just stuck together because of this spell work, this manipulation, these expectations. And there is a lot of deception, and this karmic is having a lot of sex outside of the marriage with men, women, and children. Yes, I said it. It's here. We got some page energies here. The Queen of Wands in reverse will have sex with anything and everyone. So what this masculine needs to do is they need to stop being depressed and feeling guilty and remorseful about the situations that they're in and fucking do something about it. Need to stop fucking being helpless and move forward, take action, and free themselves here. It doesn't matter how anybody sees you. What are people's opinions anyway? Really? What are they? They keep you molded in conformity. People just want you to conform to an idea of a way of living, of a way of being. Conforming to toxic family traditions. That's not a good thing. That's pleasing people because you're worried about their opinion. You're worried about their judgment. But let me tell you what. All of these people that you're worried about them judging you, they're all invested in you staying in this toxic marriage. They stay benefiting from you as long as you stay in this marriage. Of course, they're going to have a negative opinion. If you aren't happy, if you're being emotionally, verbally, mentally, or physically, or sexually abused, or financially abused, then you have every right to walk away and go after your happiness. And fuck anybody else who has an opinion about it. Because it is our personal responsibility if we're not happy in our lives. It is our personal responsibility to change it. If we don't change it, then we just keep going on and on and on and repeating these karmic cycles until we can start making healthy choices for ourselves. That's what the point of this life is, to make healthy decisions for ourselves, to make changes in our lives where they're needing to be changed. If people are walking all over you and abusing your rights, it is your responsibility to free yourself from these people. And the closer they are to you, the harder it's going to be. It's just a fact. That doesn't mean it's difficult. It just means it's harder because of these close bonds here. Bonds of chains. Could be family. Could be children. Could be spouses. But it doesn't matter. These bonds, these relations that we have with others, they're not meant to keep us oppressed and controlled. If we're feeling disappointed and helpless and unsatisfied, nothing's ever going to change until you stand up for yourself, till you leave the situation, till you stop putting your time and energy and money and dedication and work and commitment into people who are just using and abusing you. When you can stand up and remove yourself from these fuckers, and you can just take care of yourself and your own needs and what you want, that's how you heal. That's how you get past the things of the past. But you have to remove yourself from people who are using and abusing you and walking all over your rights before you can truly be in your power, because you're allowing people to take and rob from you as long as you're silent. Remember, silence is consent. Do you consent to what these fuckers are doing to you? No, you do not. The cards are here. You do not want what is happening. But yet, you're not doing anything about it, so you are consenting. You are telling them, hey, this is okay for you to do to me. This is okay for you to block my happiness, block my future, block my destiny. And you just feel sad and separated and isolated because of it. Change your vibration. Change the way you're thinking. And just realize that if you just free yourself once and for all and never return to this mess, you'll be that much more happier for it. But if you choose to not do anything, to make no decision, to take no action, to stay stuck in this, you will always be a prisoner. You will always be enslaved. And you will always be oppressed. And you will always be miserable. there is a really good alternative situation here that is still possible for your happiness, your stability, and your abundance, and with of love, time, money, attention, devotion, work, all of that. But it requires a King of Wands to take charge, to take action for what they want. What is it that they want? This is what the King of Wands wants. They want the Empress. They want a happy, solid, stable, peaceful, loving home. And they want abundance. And they want love. So, shouldn't you be going after what you want? You're not getting what you want at home. Making a new home on solid foundations with someone who is very learned, very wise. This is the best decision that you could make. But you're doing something else. Let's put a rune on this reading and seal it off and close it up. Oh, we get 2 runes. Pertho and Nathes, both in the reverse. Time is running out for this masculine to accept their destiny. Pertho means destiny, and the key word is risk. These divine masculines are not willing to take the risk towards their destiny. And your time is running out. Nathes is in the reverse. You had more time before, but you're running out of time now. This rune is associated with inevitability and fate. You are sealing your miserable fate with this karmic energy the longer you stay. Now, I know that these situations are very delicate and should be treated as such, but not doing anything is not treating it delicately. It's ignoring the problems. And what do we know about ignoring our problems? When we ignore our problems, they're still there. They never go away. They get worse, they magnify, and they get more intense. A young man walks along a tightrope. He may fall, but continues to move forward as he cannot do otherwise. You can't do anything but move forward, but you're staying still. With you staying still, you're staying stuck and blocked and trapped and imprisoned. The only thing you can do is move forward. These karmic marriages aren't going anywhere good. There's no growth. All you do is fight about the same shit all the time. You go round and round and round the same mountains and nothing ever gets resolved. It's not meant to be resolved except for the marriage itself. The arguments will never be resolved, is what I'm saying. The card celebrates the beauty of the unexpected and highlights the fact that if one is not willing to take risks, you cannot realize your dreams. Yes, there are risks involved. But if you don't take any risks, you could forfeit your destiny and lose out on this beautiful future to stay stuck and chained in this miserable present that you're in. It can't get any worse than this shit. It really can't. This karmic marriage is like a cancer. It's like having a cancer in one of your arms and you need to cut it off. It needs cut off. It needs amputated. This divorce needs to happen. This karmic marriage is not for the higher good of anybody. Excessive fear of the unknown paralyzes us. Excessive fear of the unknown is paralyzing to these masculines. And it blocks their plans. They're making all these plans and manifestation, but they're not doing anything about it because they're afraid. It's the fear that's keeping you stuck. Want to know why you're afraid? The demons are keeping you afraid. You're keeping yourself afraid. Your programming is keeping you afraid. Your family is keeping you afraid. Your friends are keeping you afraid. And really, what is there to be afraid of? Wasting your life. That's the only thing you should be afraid of. And you, my friends, masculines, are wasting your life. Period. That's what you should be afraid of. Letting your life go on without you. Being miserable, unhappy, stuck, chained, bound, oppressed, unloved. People taking your money from you. Your energy, your time, your devotion. It's time to urge. It's spirit is urging you to abandon yourselves to your destiny. You being afraid to take a leap of faith towards your destiny is what's making you a coward. What is there really to be afraid of? All lights are go here. All lights are green for you to free yourself from this karmic marriage, for you to be in communication with this this Empress who has heavy Virgo and Pisces in their chart. All lights are go. And you're just sitting there like it's a stop sign. Doing nothing. Saying nothing. Wasting time. There is nothing blocking you here except for this karmic feminine. And you have given her that power. When are you going to take that power back? The only reason you're so afraid of this karmic feminine, it is because they are a person and they are possessed by demons in charge of keeping you stuck. They're in charge of making sure that you don't follow your destiny. You have more power over these karmics than you know. They want you to think that they have all the power and control, but they don't have any. The only power and control you gave them is the power and control The only power and control that they have is the power and control that you gave them. When you take it back, they don't have it anymore. So when are you going to go out there and buy yourself a nice phone and do whatever you want? When are you going to stop letting these karmics have full control over your car while you're working? So they're doing God knows what and everything under the sun while you're working that isn't good in any way or beneficial to the marriage. When are you going to stop putting yourself in positions of weakness to make someone else happy? Let's meditate on our sense of danger. Are we brave or fearful? Well, someone's trying to collect their courage and their confidence here, but they've been working on that for a while. Do we launch ourselves head first into situations, or are we plagued by doubts and tend not to act? Well, that's exactly what's going on. Being plagued by doubts and not to act on anything, keeping themselves stuck, trapped, and miserable in an unhappy home and very unloving home and a very unpeaceful home with someone who is waging war and constant arguments and fights every single day, because these karmics like to fight. They do. And they fight stupidly too. These fights have no end. They have no start and they have no end. They can't win, they can't lose. So they're just going to be nasty and negative and argumentative and as shocking as possible. They don't want to resolve anything. They like to fight. You want to know why they like to fight? They like to keep everything in a state of uproar, and they also like to make up sex. They love it. That's what they're addicted to. They like to fight, and then they like to fuck after. That is somebody that is very, very weak, and it is someone who is very bored and doesn't have their shit together. There is that this person should be focusing on working and making money. But no, all they're concerned with is fighting and fucking and getting money and fucking people over. So these masculines are plagued by doubts, and they're tending not to act. What relationship do we have with others whose mentality is very different from our own? Well, that's very simple. You're letting this person bully you around. You're letting this person control you and manipulate you and do spell work on you and keep you stuck, trapped, and oppressed and blocked and imprisoned in your life. You should not be embracing this life that you have with this karmic feminine. Embracing it in the fact that you've given up on freeing yourself. You feel hopeless, you feel depressed, you feel sad, you feel guilty about something. That's the way they want you to feel. They want you to feel this way because it keeps you immobile and not doing anything, not saying anything, and it keeps you right there with them. Pertho helps us to open ourselves to the world and to others. It enhances our empathy and makes us eager to learn new cultures and alternate ways of living. Well, it's in the reverse. There is an unwillingness to open this karmic feminine wants to keep this masculine closed off to the world and to others. And so far it's working. It enhances, and it's not enhancing anybody's empathy, especially, well, it's enhancing the masculine's empathy for this karmic feminine. Which is just an emotional manipulation power play here. This King of Wands wants to learn new cultures and alternate ways of living, but they're not taking action here. And we have not these here in the reverse. Which is time. And running out of it. This divine connection. These sacred unions are running out of time. These sacred unions are necessary. It's not just about the relationship. It is about the mission that's attached to it. The mission is the most important thing. And these Aquarian masculines, they're about to fail the mission here. If you don't snap the fuck out of it and get yourself out of this miserable, complicated situation that you're in, you're going to fail your mission, your reason for being here on this planet. Look in your birth chart. What is your north node and where is it at? And I'll bet you that if this resonates with you and you look at your birth chart and you look and see where your north node is, you'll see that you're falling short of that. Not these is tied to unalterable necessity, and thus with time and fate. Two cards, both saying unalterable. Our destinies are unalterable. Doesn't matter what this karmic feminine is doing or saying or whatever. The universe is coming, is stepping in here. The universe wants to see everyone on their path. And all of the obstacles removed. This karmic feminine is definitely a human obstacle that is about to be removed by the universe. The sand flows through the hourglass just as days and events flow through our lives. We cannot stop the flow of time. We must submit ourselves to the rhythm of nature. Wow. Some of y'all aren't doing that. The card carries a strict teaching. We must accept our destiny. Two cards of you must accept your destiny, and someone is refusing their destiny by doing nothing, not taking any action. Discipline and sense of duty are our allies. But discipline and sense of duty to a karmic situation is not your friend. It is destroying you. Everything has its moment. The moment of not these is that of waiting and reflection. Do we know how to wait and endure? Could patience be our ally? Are we able to apply ourselves and concentrate in order to solve the problems life has in store for us? The rune makes us disciplined and focused and is excellent for studying and for those facing an exam. All right, so masculines, divine masculines. What I'm getting is that you're being tested right now by the divine, by the universe. Are you going to dissolve these karmic marriages? Are you going to communicate, work with, and share love with your Empress? Or are you going to stay stuck, trapped, and enslaved in your current situation? You can have freedom, happiness, love, success, abundance, and more with your Empress here. But you will have none of those things if you stay where you are. You will have the exact opposite. You will have misery. You will have complications. You'll have financial problems. You'll have health problems. You'll have fights constantly. There will be constant betrayals if you stay in these karmic marriages. So what are you doing? You've been sitting on this for months. And the lack of a decision is a decision. Aren't you tired of being miserable and used yet? You've been used for a long time. Aren't you tired of it? You've been miserable for a long time. Aren't you tired of it? Don't you want to get away from this bitch? 155, 55 on the counter. So many changes are happening for your new start, Divine Masculines. And you sitting and doing nothing and not taking any action is not helping you or anybody else. You are the Divine Masculine. You are to take action. You are to be in communication. You are to take the lead. You are to be in your power and control and in your authenticity. You are to take your power back. Stop putting yourself in positions of weakness to keep someone else happy. Fuck them. Seriously, fuck them. They're not doing anything to your life but making you miserable and keeping you oppressed and controlled and enslaved. So fuck them. Anyone who acts like that does not deserve to be a part of your life, period. I don't care if you have 12 kids with this person. That still does not give them the right to treat you like they do. And if you stay stuck in these karmic marriages, you're fucking stupid. Because what you're doing is you're what's that word? Forfeiting. You're forfeiting your destiny and all of these things that were all meant for you. Love, abundance, happiness, fame, fortune, work, just utter contentment. You're forfeiting the life of your dreams to stay stuck in this karmic nightmare. And what you're doing is you're abusing your children in the process, because your children are still being cared for by this unstable, unnurturing, unloving piece of shit. Your children are learning how to be a bitch, how to do spell work, and how to treat people wrong. Your children are learning to not let go of situations that they need to let go of. Your children are not learning anything positive from this karmic feminine. Just because they push them babies out does not mean that they have the right to be a mother to them. This mother is subjecting these children to abuse. Emotional, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and sometimes sexual abuse. And I feel like there is some sexual abuse going on in this situation on the children. There is definitely spell work being done on at least one child. To keep a child sick. Don't leave us. We're sick. We're sick. We're sick. Take care of us. What are we going to do without you? And it is all because of someone's sick and nasty intentions. Well, the universe, well, God has seen it all. And the Piper's coming for the Karmic Feminine. For all the spell work that they've been doing. It's all blowing up in their fucking faces now. And masculines, you need to do something about this. Just because the universe is doing something about this does not mean that the responsibilities are out of your hands to steer your life in the direction you want it. No. The burden of the responsibility is still on you to steer your life in the way that you want it to go in. You staying stuck and mute and unhappy in a miserable marriage and home family situation, that's not power. That's weakness. And it has no place with a divine person who knows their worth and their value. So that's what I have for y'all. I didn't expect this video to turn into 2 hours, but it did. You know, my videos take as long as they take for the message to come out. So thank y'all for supporting my channel in all the ways that you do. I really appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for making this channel what it is. I wouldn't have all these upgrades if it wasn't for y'all. So thank you. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your month, and I'll talk to y'all soon.